Hello, everyone. Thanks for joining this series of webinar. My name is Pablo Jodar. I'm the head of sales Switzerland of GenTwo. And the idea of today's webinar is to explain you how our proprietary platform, GenTwo Pro, can help you assetizing any type of asset, converting it into a bankable security with an ISIN that can be distributed all over the world. As always, after the webinar, we will have a Q&A session. So please feel free to ask any question or doubt you may have about the platform or about the product itself. So with no further ado, let's jump straight into the topic. Okay. All right. So for those of you that haven't contact or been in contact with GenTwo in the past, basically GenTwo is a fintech based in Switzerland, headquarters in the city of Zurich. We also have an office that we recently opened in London, and we also have another office in Pristina. So what we mainly offer is securitization or assetization services for those financial intermediaries that want to launch new strategies and transform any type of asset, bankable or not bankable, into a security that can be easily accessed from any broker or bank around the world. So if you wish, we are kind of a bridge between the investment opportunities and the investor. So as you can see on the slide, the GenTwo Pro Assetization Platform helps any financial intermediary from going from an investment idea to a bankable security in just a few clicks. As we always say to our clients, our aim, our vision is to make the creation of a structured product as easy as booking a flight. And that's why we are constantly investing in improving our platform. And for those of you that are dialing in and our clients, is highly appreciated also your feedback, because we are always trying to improve based on the feedback of our clients and users that use our platform on a daily basis. Some more information about ourselves. We have assetized 5 billion USD of assets since we started 6 years ago. Currently, we have around 4 billion assets under service distributed across all our products, with more than 300 clients located in different jurisdictions around the world. We have 100 plus employees. As I said before, we have 3 locations: the UK, Switzerland, and Kosovo. And last year, we closed a Series A round led by Point72 Ventures. And last but not least, this year, we are proud to say that we've been awarded as the Swiss FinTech of the Year 2024. So as you can see, we currently have a lot of momentum. We see that the market is shifting in towards the mass customization of financial products. And we see also that the end investors are looking into more niche or unique investment opportunities. Then regarding the structuring process, I said before that we want to make it as easy as booking a flight, and there we go. We have split the issuance process in 5 easy steps. So as I said before, you as a financial intermediary come to us with an idea, and then that idea is transformed via the platform into the product that is open for subscription, so investors can fund the product, and then the product is issued and the money is ready to be deployed into the investable asset. Regarding what we do as GenTwo, as a platform, as a provider, basically we take care of everything, all the administrative part of the business is done through our platform. So we create the term sheet, we provide the valuation, we, for instance, create the issuer that I will touch on it later that will issue the product. We open the account with the brokers, with the custodians, with the paying agents. So basically, all the stakeholders that typically intervene in the issuance process of a security are connected via our GenTwo Pro platform, and everything is digital in order for our clients to avoid all the administrative work that you typically encounter when you launch an investment vehicle. It can be a fund or a certificate like ours. So basically, we want our clients to just focus on identifying the right investment opportunity for their clients, managing the strategy, and distributing the product. Then what I just mentioned is GenTwo Pro, but we just launched a new platform called GenTwo Pro for banks that, as the name states, is only for banks. At the moment, we can only onboard Swiss banks, but we are already working on other jurisdictions to open up the offering for other participants in the financial world. And the USP of this platform is that you as a bank can really integrate an AMC platform with no setup cost. There's no minimum volume to launch the AMC, and basically you control the brokerage and custody of the asset. And once again, everything is done in 5 simple steps. So from now on, any bank can use our platform to open up a new line of business and offer new services to the clients. So as you can see, we are constantly developing further our engine, our assetization platform, in different subcategories in order to serve or accommodate to the demand of the different players in the financial industry. Then, as I said before in the introduction, we can turn any type of asset that can have attached a value into a bankable security. It can be a traditional asset like equities, bonds, FX, structured products. Also alternative assets like private equity, private debt, real estate, collectibles like art, for instance, or wine, whiskey, and also digital. So you can grab any digital asset as well into a security and then distribute it to your investors. In terms of the products that we currently offer, we are mainly focused on AMCs, actively managed certificate. This is our flagship product as the most popular one. It's a fund-like instrument that allows you to actively manage any type of a strategy. You can also use our platform to issue CLNs, credit-linked notes, that basically allows you to securitize a loan agreement. So it's typically used for financing projects like, for instance, real estate financing and so on. Also, you can do a tracker certificate that basically, as the name says, tracks the performance of a single underlying asset. A typical use case is, for instance, grabbing the private shares of a company and make them publicly available to any investor. So could be similar to doing like a soft IPO, where you take those shares that are now not tradable and you make them tradable through the tracker. We also can offer ETPs that are similar to the AMC, but with some differences. And we have already tokenized some of our certificates, although this is something still that is under development, because still we don't see the demand as we see for normal securities, but we are ready for whenever the moment comes to also offer our certificates in a token version. Then you may ask, okay, but what's behind this platform, or what are the legal technicalities behind the platform and the product? So basically, it's quite simple. What we do is we incorporate a dedicated issuer, an SPV for each of our clients that then will issue the different certificates or notes on segregated compartments. So what is the USP of working with us and through this type of structures? Basically, first of all, you have an off-balancing structure, meaning that Gen2 doesn't own this structure, neither the client. So investors are not taking Gen2's credit risk or the manager's credit risk. So if Gen2 or the client, let's say, disappears, the structure remains alive. Then each product is a completely segregated compartment, meaning that there is no cross-contamination effect between compartments. If one product goes to zero, won't affect the rest of the products within the same issuer. And then we work as an open architecture, meaning that you can plug any broker or custodian that you wish to trade with into the structure. So as you can see, we are really a platform where we offer our clients the possibility to design it or to tailor made to their needs. So that's why we always emphasize that we are here to help financial intermediaries on the mass customization of financial products. Then some other details on the product. For instance, minimum investment is 10,000, can be US dollar, euro, Swiss francs, depending on the denominated currency of the product. You can have an unlimited number of investors. One important thing is that our products are mainly for professional investors. Although in Switzerland, you can also allow retail investors. The products are all cleared by SIX, but we can also do a listing in the Vienna Stock Exchange. You can have your product on Bloomberg, as you can see in the screenshot here in the slide. Actually, this is a real screenshot from one of our products. And in a nutshell, having a security enables you to increase liquidity in certain assets, like private equity, for instance, where if, for instance, you have an existing investor that wants to sell the participation in that underlying investment, it's as simple as placing a sell order and then having an investor buying in and managing those orders in the market. Then here, as said before, we have already assetized $5 billion of assets to date. We have 1,400 products done and more than 300 clients around the globe. And some of these clients and partners are here in the slide. You can see them on the bottom of the slide. You can see we work with banks like Swissquote, EFG, Rail. We also have asset managers that use our platform to create these tailor-made solutions. So we keep growing, and our goal now is to expand into other jurisdictions, as I said before, UK and the US, mainly because we see that there is a need for us to provide investment vehicles that then financial intermediaries can distribute to their investors. So that's all on the presentation I wanted to do today with you. Now I'm gonna jump on to the demo for the platform, because I would like you to really have real experience with our platform. So this is GenTwo Pro. This is, as I said before, our assetization engine. And here, as a client, when you get access, the first thing you see is the dashboard. Here you can see all the products from all the clients that are in subscription or have already been issued. So this is kind of a marketplace where also you as a client can see where other managers are doing and where the trends are. And even if you are interested in investing or distributing one of these products, you can contact the product manager and request more information. So we also try as a company to create an ecosystem where everyone can benefit. And that's why also we have an event or more or less now a platform called Assetras. That is an event we organize once per year here in Zurich, where we invite over 1,000 professionals from the financial industry to gather together, and also we give the chance to our clients to pitch their products, so everyone can see what's going on in the market and benefit from that. So let's jump now into a new product request, because I think this is the most important part for all of you that are watching this webinar, to see how everything is created via the platform. So first question you get asked is, who is the product sponsor? In this case, I'm going to say I'm the product sponsor. Basically, the product sponsor is the party that originates the structuring issuance, and also sponsors the product, in the sense that it's gonna pay the invoices originated for this structuring and maintenance of the product. Then we can name the product as we want. So in this case, I'm gonna show you how to create a product on a private equity investment. So we're gonna do a tracker on a PE investment. Okay. Then we can click next. Then it asks us, what do you want to securitize? About a single underline. In this case, it's going to be a single underline because it's going to be a single company. We can click next. Then we go to the underlying list. So basically, again, here we select private equity because it's going to be a private equity investment. We continue, and then here we get all the information that our structuring and legal team needs in order to create the term sheet, and also review all the documentation about the target company. So in this case, we need to provide the jurisdiction of formation. It's gonna, let's say that it's in Switzerland, so we'll select Switzerland. Then tax classification, I'm gonna say that is a corporate. Type of legal entity, I'm gonna say it's an AG or SA in other jurisdictions. Legal name, Demo AG. Then registration number, 1, 2, 3, 4. Address, TVD. So as you can see here, you get all the information that we need in order to work on the product. I'm gonna put city, because we are in Zurich, let's put Zurich. Then zip code 8005, state, Zurich, Zurich, country, let's put Switzerland, TBD. Then, and this is important, are we buying newly created shares, or is gonna be a purchase of existing shares? So we can select one of the other. If it's newly, then we can continue. If we click on purchase of existing shares, then we need also to disclose who is going to be the seller of those shares, because we will need to do due diligence on that counterpart as well. But for the sake of simplicity, let's go for the newly created shares. So will the investment be made directly into the target company through an intermediary investment structure? Let's say direct. Again, if you put intermediate, we need also to get all the information on that intermediate company. Then the latest valuation of the company, let's say it's $1, 1 franc per share. How was the valuation calculated? So the financing round, or it can be a valuation report from an auditor, whatever. And then we are good to continue. So we click next. Then is the investment expected to generate dividends or dividends equivalent payments in the US? We say no. Then next. Then the issuer, you as a client, as I said before, will have your own issuer. So here you will see the name of your issuer. In this case, is the demo one. So I'm gonna use Demo Issuer Limited. Paying agent, we currently work with 2 paying agents, Incor and ISP, for this type of product. So let's say it's gonna be Incor Bank. Then the product manager is gonna be me, the demo client AG. Product administrator, same as product manager. Distribution agent, same as product manager. Then we click next. Let's say it's gonna be open-ended. We can also put we can put a maturity, 7 years, 10 years, 12 years, but let's say it's gonna be open-ended. We are going to start the subscription soon because the investors are really looking to invest and deploy the capital. So let's say it's going to be the 11th. Then we continue. The end, let's open it up for 1 month. So I have time to get all the money I want. Then we click on next. Oh, I forgot. The currency is going to be Swiss francs and the investment quantity is going to be 10 million. Okay, so we click next. Then the listing by definition is on SIX6, and we upload all the information to Telecourse. If you want to have it in Vienna or Bloomberg, you can also add it, but it comes with an extra cost of 1,000 setup fee and 1,000 maintenance fee per year or per annum. In both cases, for Bloomberg and Vienna, same cost. So we click next. The distribution, let's say, is gonna be I don't know, in the Germany, France, and Spain, for instance. Next, we have the disclaimer. We can accept it. Then this is an important part of the request form, the fees. Obviously, me as a manager, I want to make some fees out of this product. So here I can select a setup fee if I want, and I can amortize it on the product. Okay, in this case, we are gonna select no amortization. The setup fee is gonna be, let's say 1%. Then we are gonna have a 0.2% admin fee. Then we are gonna charge 2% management, and we are gonna have a performance fee of 20%. Okay, we can also add a hurdle rate if we want. This case, we are not gonna add it just for simplicity. Then we can continue. Secondary market. This is the spread that is charged for all the orders that comes in the secondary market. There is a 50 basis points spread. The frequency, in this case, because it's a private equity product, will say that we are gonna give quarterly. We are gonna put best effort instead of quarterly, meaning that every time there is, for instance, sell order, we the product manager will basically redeem it whenever there is liquidity to redeem that order. That's why we put as a best effort. Okay, then we can move on. The coupon type, there's gonna be no coupon, but you can also add a coupon, fixed, variable, fixed and variable, or discretionary. So in this case, we're gonna say no coupon. Then we continue. Next. Then the partial, full or early redemption, we are gonna say at issuer discretion as well. This is not mandatory. Then trading and valuation, there's not gonna be automated data. This applies more for bankable products where you have a broker and we connect the platform via API to that broker, and we retrieve on a daily, weekly, whatever is the valuation frequency the client has selected, the value equity of the equity value, of that account. But in this case, again, this is a non-liquid investment, so we are gonna say there is no automated data, and the valuation frequency is gonna be non-regular. So we will update the NAV whenever there is a new, for instance, financing round, or there is an event where the shares are reevaluated. Data format, we will provide an email, PDF. Then we can continue, and then we can just select the 3 boxes here on the bottom, and then click on request product, and the product will be requested. So as you can see now in the product issuance tab, I can see all the products I have worked on or I'm working on. And in this case, this is the one we just did. It's 100% complete. And I can click on it and see all the information I just inputted in it. So as you see, it's really straightforward, easy to follow. And we try to make it as simple as booking a flight. Then next steps, you will receive as a client an email, and then you will be able to upload all the due diligence documentation also here in the platform. So you will get asked what documents do we need on the target company, and then you will click upload and put there all the PDFs. And once that is done, our legal and compliance team will review the documentation. They will be at the platform sign off, and then it will move into the structuring process, where the term sheet will be created, and you as a client will receive a draft term sheet that then you will need to confirm, and then we are ready to put the product on subscription. You can also work on a product and save and come back later. Like in this case, for instance, there was a tracker on another investment that is complete only 65%. So you can continue with the product at any time. Then once the product is launched and is already issued, here you can see all the products that you have launched. So as you can see here, we have trackers, we have a CLN, we have AMCs. So if you go here to the tracker, then you can see the historical valuation. You can download it in Excel as well. And then you see all the details, the ISIN, the issue size, if there is a coupon. In this case, there is a fixed coupon, quarterly coupon payment, who is the issuer, and so on and so forth. Then you also can see the fees. And here you have the paying agent account and the underlying investment, which is the company, the target company. Then you may ask yourself how I manage the cash flows in the product. So this is managed via the workflows that you have here on the bottom right of the page. And from here, basically, you will instruct the issuer to transfer the cash in the product to the target company. And also, whenever there are any reimburse from the target company to the product, you will be able to initiate a workflow to transfer that cash from the product to, for instance, the product manager to pay the management fee, and so on and so forth. So all the cash flows in and out from the product are managed as well via the GenTwo Pro platform. So let's do one as an example. So here you go to new workflow, you say, okay, I want to make a payment instruction. I say, okay, it's a cash transfer. Then I want to transfer it from the paying agent to, in this case, because it's a demo, I don't have the account of the target company, but here you will see the target company's bank account. And then you just click on the amount you want to transfer, let's say 1 million. And then you click immediate and you are ready to go. You just initiate the workflow and the transfer is done. Same, for instance, if you want to reevaluate the product because there's been a new financing round, you just come here again to the workflows. You initiate a new workflow that is underlying revaluation. You click on that underlying type. You say it's a private equity. Then underlying asset name, it was demo AGE. Asset balance, you put whatever, the date, today. Then you upload the PDF or any supporting documents that prove that the valuation is correct. And then you initiate the workflow. And once again, the NAV will be updated accordingly. So as you can see from the platform, you can basically manage the product from A to Z. And that was always our idea, to build an engine where our clients are able to track the product at any stage and also manage it in a really easy and smooth way. Then last thing I wanted to show you today is the order acceptance template. This basically is the part of the platform that allows you to accept or reject any order coming into the product. So let's say tomorrow you launch the product, you will receive an email whenever there's a subscription that tells you, I don't know, UBS or CIC, whatever is the subscribing entity, is subscribing 10, 15, 50, 100 units into product X. And then you have a link, you click on that link and you appear in this part of the website of the platform. And then you are able to accept or reject that order. So if you know the order, you accept it. If you don't know it, you can reject it. So once again, you have full control into the security on the orders as well. And that's pretty much it about the functionality of the platform. We also have some documentation you can also look at when you are in the platform. So you can download the presentation. You also have the pricing, and you can also contact us if you have any questions and you have some FAQ on questions that may arise while using the platform. So yeah, I hope you like the platform, and yeah, I mean, I hope that we can in the future be in contact and make a product together. Last thing before jumping on the Q&A, there is another webinar that has been hosted by our colleague Manuel Hollinger on the AMC for banks that is here. So I would invite all of you also to take a look to that. You can find it in our website, GenTwo.com, but also you can find it in our YouTube channel. If you put GenTwo AMC for banks on YouTube, you will be also able to see that. And that's really, really interesting because the process is similar, but a bit more simplified because it's unbankable. And also the cost for the bank is really competitive compared to what we have nowadays in the market. So now that's all on my side. Let's open it up for questions. So I'm gonna quickly jump on that. So okay. Okay, so I see one question here. Can we have access to the recording and the presentation? Yes, as always, we send an email after the webinar with the deck and also the recording of this webinar. And as I said before, I will also be happy to join a call if needed to answer any other questions regarding our offering. Do you have a partner integrator reseller program? Yes, we can discuss that. We do it on a case by case. We don't have like a generic one, but happy to have a conversation around that. I see another question here. What's the fastest way we can get started with, and what are the first steps? So the initial, let's say, relationship with GenTwo starts with the onboarding. So for the onboarding, we will ask you to provide us some due diligence documents that are the typical KYC AML documents that any company will ask for. And once the onboarding is completed, we will be able to send you the contract. And once the contract is signed, we will get you access to the platform so you can start working on the product. So it's pretty straightforward and fast onboarding process. We are talking about 2 to 3 days. So we can start working on the product really, really fast. Do I understand correctly that in principle it is possible to tokenize an AMC, which GenTwo, I agree it's very early days, but I agree it's very early days for this, but think in a midterm it could be an interesting space. Yes, I mean, this is not something we are offering now openly or as we are offering the other products. It's more like on a beta or test mode. But yes, the idea is that at some point we will be able to tokenize the AMC, the CLN of the tracker, and also offering in a token format. The major issue now comes on the distribution, because you need to comply with certain regulation, and the token cannot be freely distributed on any platform. So you need to go through authorized platforms, and that makes sometimes hard for our clients to reach out to the investors they want to target. That's why still they're using the security, because with the security, you can basically place an order from any broker or bank around the globe. So another question here: how flexible the AMC can be, redemption limitations in terms of frequency or amounts. So there is no limit on the redemptions and the frequency. You can go from daily to weekly to monthly to quarterly to annually. So there is no limitation there. The listing process, I mean, the listing comes with it comes with the issuance process, so it's within the time that it takes for us to create the product. That if we are talking about a bankable security, it should be around 2 weeks or even faster. If it's a non-bankable like the one I just showed you, could take longer because we need to do the due diligence and so on. There is more manual work involved, and it can take around 4 weeks, more or less. Can a client buy an AMC with crypto? This depends on the subscribing entity. If the subscribing entity accesses crypto and then they convert it into fiat, then for us that's fine. But the AMC itself, it's only denominated in fiat, not in crypto for the moment. Can we sell directly the AMC to clients? Primary market. I mean, I don't know if I understood correctly the questions, but you have the subscription period or the primary market. That is when you launch the product for the first time, and after you close that subscription period, the product is issued, and all the orders coming in at that moment are considered secondary market transactions. So, but yeah, you can sell directly the AMC to clients, but orders needs to come always from a bank or a broker. Okay, continue with the questions. I see here, as I understood, we onboard with our broker liquidity provider of preference, and we maintain funds under our custody, but you have access via API for reporting purposes. Yes, exactly. We need to have certain reporting process in place where we can get the information on the account of that AMC in order to report the NAV. Can you describe the flow of funds for the AMC? That's a very good question. So basically on the AMC setup, we have, as I said before, the issuer, that is the SPV we create for you. Then you have the paying agent, that is the entity that will receive the cash from the different subscribing entities and will deliver the certificates to those entities. And then you have the broker and custodian of the asset. If we talking about bankable assets, if it's non-bankable, it will be the target company. So the flow of funds will be as follows: the investor will go to his her bank with the term sheet and will tell the relationship manager, I want to invest X amount into this product. Then that bank will place an order with the paying agent and will send the cash and will receive in exchange the certificates as a DVP, a delivery versus payment. And once the money is into the paying agent's account that is under the name of the AMC, then via our platform, you will be able to create a workflow, as I showed before, to transfer that cash to the broker or custodian. So that's how it works. And then whenever there is a redemption, you will receive this order in the platform, and then you will need to generate the liquidity in the brokerage account in order, again, to create a workflow to send the money from the broker back to the paying agent. So that's in a nutshell how it works. Is there a regulatory requirement to use the platform? So the product manager on a bankable product needs to be regulated as an asset manager. For just being the platform advisor, or what we call the, let's say, the entity that creates the product, you don't need to be regulated, but as soon as you start managing the product, you need the license. Do you share these demo logins for us to make the experience by ourselves? For the moment, we don't share any demo accounts, but actually this is a good point, and I will suggest that to our team in order to see if we can create this demo and distribute that for those of you that are interested in playing around with the platform. There's another question. We have the product. Do we have to use your products? That I'm not sure what you're referring to, but if you have already a product like an AMC and you want to also create a new one to invest in that AMC, you can create an AMC with us, or you can also migrate existing AMC to our platform. That we can do. And then I see there are many questions, which is good, but yeah, we are a bit tight on a schedule, so I will just answer the last one. And again, if still you have questions, happy to answer them on an email or on a call if needed. Does the subscription amount need to be 100% covered to initiate the IMC? No, this is just an initial subscription amount that we ask in this subscription request form, or SRF, that is the name that the request form has. But then if you are not able to fulfill the full amount, that's not an issue. It's just for the paying agent to know what is the expected volume on that initial subscription for the product. So that's all. Once again, thanks everyone for joining this webinar. It's been a pleasure showing you around our assetization platform. I hope you like it, and see you soon in our next webinar. Wishing you a great rest of the day. For those that in it from the US and Latin America, I wish you a good day and see you soon.